Tonight, Blaine ranked number 2 in Class 6A. This is Bennett Otto to Jace Miller. Great touchdown. Champlin leads 7-0. Jack Herring to Jason Call. Touchdown to tie the game at 7. Still in the first. Herring to Derek Heldman. 18-yard touchdown, and the Bengals lead 14-7. Second quarter, it's Otto to Miller. 23-yard gain. Rebels on the move. But then Lucas Becker with the big sack for Blaine, and their defense holds. Rebels facing 3rd and 21, or at least they thought they held. Watch this. Hail Mary, and somehow Miller comes down with it. 50-yard gain. It sets up a touchdown. Otto to Cato Seeley. Game is tied at 14. Later in the quarter, Otto back to pass. Call is there. Jason Call with the interception for the Bengals. They capitalize. Herring to Heldman right before the half. 44-yard touchdown. That made it 21-14. Less than 2 minutes to go in the half. Herring to Damari Porter. 30-yard gain, but Blaine fails to score, and they led by 7 at the break. Third quarter, Will Frederickson, nice run. Vincent Lamberti rips the ball free and recovers for Champlin. Now it's 4th and 6. Otto picked off by B.J. Gurley for Blaine. Blaine's ball, Herring to Call. Great catch. Both feet in bounds. 19 yards, led to a field goal. Fourth, that's a replay. Great catch. 24-14 Blaine. Herring now back to work to Josh Slangen. Nice first down pass. 208 yards, 3 touchdowns tonight for Herring. And then Frederickson carries 4 defenders into the end zone to give Blaine a 31-14 lead. And then Otto is picked off again by Gurley in the end zone. The Blaine Bengals are still unbeaten. Big win tonight at Champlin Park. 31-14 the final.
That's a huge win for us, especially at their homecoming. We were coming in really prepared. We had a great scouting report on them, and we just finished. We were really invested in this game, and we came out on top. We got great athletes, but we got great team chemistry as well. Both sides of the ball working together. It was a great victory for us.
We didn't win this game tonight. We won this game through our hard work on Monday through Thursday in the weight room, all in the offseason. We won this game through that, not tonight. Put in all that work in the offseason and all through the week, and Coach gave us a great scouting report and helped us to come out and do what we did.
I was just really pleased with the guys. They really worked hard all week. You know, we talk all week long that we win the game Monday through Thursday. And when we practice hard on Mondays and get after it on Tuesdays, then we got a shot on Friday. And I just felt like we came out and were able to perform a little bit. Offense and defense had some ups and downs, but, you know, we did well enough to win tonight.
Trying to get it going for the second half of the season, but St. Michael-Albertville had too much tonight. Totino-Grace got a touchdown through the air. Christoph Kolakowski, just a sophomore, to Nick Stika. He does everything across the goal line. He does set up a touchdown. STMA on the move. Jared Duda to Deshaun Phillips. That's 6 for the Knights. They celebrate a 46-22 win over Totino-Grace.
Albertville at Totino-Grace. Deshaun Phillips off the pass. 40-yard gain, or touchdown rather, to make it 7-6 St. Michael-Albertville. Christoph Kolakowski to Sam Quick. Touchdown Totino. Game was tied at 15. But then the shovel pass from Duda, or the pitchback rather, to Ethan Briggs into the end zone touchdown. St. Michael wins tonight 43-22. In Prairie Maple Grove, Evan Hall, the All-State running back, in for the end zone. They led 7-0. Felipe Azumi, short yard touchdown for EP, ties the game at 7. And then Cole Kramer, the Gopher recruit, to J.D. Cowan. Touchdown strike. EP wins tonight on a great catch there. 38-14 the final.
An absolutely awesome crowd for this one. More than 6,000 tickets sold, and they saw Farmington take an early lead. Zach Jans gets into the end zone on a 5-yard touchdown. It's 7-0. Egan with a nice answer, though. Max Meekin in motion, gets the handoff, and he won't be caught. 57 yards to the house, and the Wildcats tie the game up at 7 apiece. Farmington with a pretty good move here by Alex Barrett. On the 2-yard line, Barrett rolls out and gets into the end zone. It's 13-7 Tigers.
Farmington on the move. They're in white. Alex Barrett to Eli Green down to the 1-yard line. Nice move and down to the 1. It led to Zach Jans' short touchdown. Farmington at this point leading.
Just absolutely laying the pedal on the floor at this point. Barrett deep to Elijah Moe, who's got it in stride for the huge touchdown. 27-7 Farmington.
20-7. Back is Barrett. This one's to Elijah Moe. Wow. 66 yards on the touchdown, and the Tigers lead 27-7. Watch the hit on this interception. Zach Hansen with the pick, but then he's clobbered by Carter Lyons. Wow. Farmington.
2 on back-to-back connections between those two touchdowns, that is. Moe hauls another one in. It was 33-7 Farmington at the half.
Turnover into touchdown. Barrett to Moe again. 18-yard strike, and Farmington wins tonight 41-28 in Egan. The Skippers. And then they go to work against Lakeville South. Aaron Severson puts it up for grabs, and what a great catch by Ben Tolkinen down to the 1-yard line. However, Lakeville South would hold because they get a fumble recovery off a sack that ends the drive. At this point, it's 13-3 in favor of Minnetonka, and they would go on to win. They survived 16-3, the final over South. How about this? This is Brian Curtis. Nice run here, 50 yards up the middle against Wayzata, and it would set up a Curtis touchdown to put the Panthers up 7-0 on the Trojans.
Lakeville North is playing just awesome, especially at home. Brian Curtis had 3 touchdowns tonight, this one from 11 yards out and right at you. Curtis ran for almost 200 yards. He's not the only one with legs. Raja Nelson is a two-way all-purpose player for the Panthers, and he can run 55 yards for the score, and they got a line to back him up, while Lakeville North firing on all cylinders. 42-13 win. They're 5-0 and will meet Maple Grove next week.
1-2 punch. If it's not Curtis, it's this guy, Raja Nelson. 55 yards on the cutback touchdown, and Lakeville North, the #1 team in 6A.
Putting their ranking on the line against Wayzata, the Panthers took control in the second quarter. Brian Curtis Jr. bust loose on a 54-yard touchdown scamper that put Lakeville North up 21-6. Then with just 7 seconds left in the half, Brennan Keebler goes up top to Raja Nelson. Oh, it's a beautiful 53-yard scoring strike. Lakeville North remains unbeaten. They win 42-13.
Screen pass here by Shakopee. Matt Buckner to Jack Casey. This is an 80-yard score for the Sabres to cut the lead to 14-7 in the third quarter. But Edina's defense would come up big after that, and they would end up winning the football game tonight. Final score, 14-7.
Woodbury. The Royals fell behind, had to work. Zach Ames with a pretty nice piece of running, keeps going until he gets to the destination. Woodbury comes back for a 21-10 win. Matched up. The Polars were tested for a half by Breck last week. Tonight, Daniel Crandall off to the races after the pitch out. Minneapolis North 38. Columbia Heights 6, trying to bounce back after a tough loss last week. This will jumpstart you. Tony Underwood, a junior running back, gets to the outside and turns it up. That's about a 50-yard gain. Here they come. Raiders did it with some defense as well. Zach Zabrowski coughs it up. Trey Holloman, just a freshman, is there to pick it up and go the distance. Cretin-Derham all had this in their direction, but Eastridge found a way. Emmanuel O'Kaley from short distance in a 33-26 Eastridge win. Tony Underwood, first play, second half. 65-yard touchdown run for the Raiders to make it 16-6. Cretin's in front, but Eastridge would come back. A big run of their own. This is Samuel Haskins, 43-yard run down to the 10-yard line. Big run up the middle, great cutback, gets a few blocks downfield, almost gets it in. It would set up a touchdown run from 3 yards out. Okalai takes it in for Eastridge to cut the lead. And then another big run by Underwood. This one, and it's not a replay. It may look like the same play they ran before, probably is. It did the same thing. 65 yards on the touchdown. Cretin led by 10, but Eastridge rallies to win 33-29. Bring out the band for this one, the battle inside a school district. Armstrong and Cooper. The Falcons come back. Sean O'Driscoll on the ground finds enough to find the end zone. Cooper has it going this year, though. Neither team could stop each other tonight. The Hawks' Trayshawn McMillan to Nassia are boarded for 6. When the dust finally settled, Cooper had a win. 42-34, big win. Trying to stay undefeated, Trayshawn McMillan to Adrian Adams. 82-yard touchdown pass, and Cooper wins in a shootout, 42-34.
Armstrong hanging tight. Jake Breitbach with the touchdown pass to Chilkayo Bowman, but Cooper's Nasir Borton scored 3 touchdowns. This one good for 42 yards in the fourth quarter. Cooper bumps up to 5-0. They win 42-34.
To Eric Keller, short TD run, and it's 7-0 Chargers in front. Then raising it again, this time to Caleb Keith. Nice play for the touchdown to give Dassel the lead 13-0. Delano would come back. Max Otto to Brent Unrein for a touchdown, but it's not enough. Dassel-Cokato still unbeaten. They knocked off Delano tonight. It's that picture. All right, Spring Lake Park and Coon Rapids. It looked like a touchdown, but there was a fumble recovered by the Cardinals, still tied at 14. Then Zach Dunbar pitches to Brian Orlana. This is a 30-yard run off the option, and let me tell you, nobody runs the option better than Spring Lake Park. It leads to a touchdown for Orlana. This one covers 29 yards, and Spring Lake Park wins tonight, 21-14.
As for the game tonight, Jordan taking on TCU. First quarter, Bryce Severs swings it out to Jerry Powell. Nice cutback there and a great block by his wideout. 6-zip Jordan. Later on now, Severs rolling out, and he's going to connect with Ryan Freeges in the end zone. Great throw, great catch, diving, makes it 21-6. And you know I mentioned Wiley, so we got to show you the play from him right here. Catches the ball, and I said he's got speed, and he shows it off in his highlight. 53-yard touchdown to make it 42-6. Jordan rolls in this one, 49-20.
And St. Thomas has a running back named Brendan McFadden who's having a fabulous year. Touchdown run, 14 yards, 7-0 in favor of the Cadets. Corbin LaFleur is also a very good football player for Hastings. This is a big kickoff return. It covers 43 yards, and it would set up the Raiders for their first score of the night. They would drive down, and then Sully Levos finds Ben Streeter for the touchdown. But the final tonight, it's St. Thomas Academy with the victory.
Andover clashing with Cambridge Isani tonight. First quarter, it's Gavin Zebrett, big man with a big sack right there. But Andover would have an answer later in the first. Watch this catch by Lucas Bieber. Gets the feet inbounds, and it would set this up. It's a 1-yard run by Cole Hepner. That makes it 6-zip Andover. This one, though, stays close all the way through, back and forth. Defense, though, prevails for Andover tonight. That's the interception by Tyler Fisick as they go on to win by 30-29.
Cambridge's first loss of the year, by the way.
There you go.
This is a storied rivalry from days gone by. The Jaguars have a pretty solid quarterback in Isaiah Watts. He is a big kid, and he's got a solid arm. After a slow start, he took off first a 58-yard bound to Manny Montgomery. That's what you call making a statement. They did, winning it 24-6 over Kennedy.
Highlights of this one now. Third quarter, it's Max Anderson to Julian Caven. This has been the connection all season long. Goes up and get it.
Big time.
He's a big man. He's made big plays for the Lions all year long, including this one. A few plays later, it's Caven for the touchdown.
Great catch.
That's a big-time play right there. It makes it Providence 21, Mount Westonka 0 at that point. And Providence wasn't done. Third quarter, it's Anderson to Jeff Ekior. This guy can move. Gets a couple nice blocks there. He's gone as Providence goes on to win this one.
Congratulations to Colin Rooney, their new head coach. He's got him off to a great start.
Homecoming matchup for Bemidji. Brainerd looking for 4 in a row against the Lumberjacks in the first quarter. The usual connection, Jacob Bieber to Ryan Bieberdorf for the long grab. He would come up with the snag here, but he would get chased down at the end, down at the 2-yard line. A couple plays later, Bieberg on the keeper, crosses the goal line for the touchdown, but the PAT is no good. Keep that in mind. 6-0 Bemidji. Jump all the way to the fourth quarter, same score. Brainerd driving the keeper to Sam Miller. He scores from 4 out, and they take a 7-6 lead. Bemidji driving 2:30 left, 4th and 13. Bieberdorf with the reception, a big first down on that 4th down later in the drive. The reverse to James William, lowers his shoulders and scores. Bemidji takes a 12-7 lead and would hold on to take the bell. Bemidji moves to 4-1 on the year.